Hello, Perceptive Reader. This is James Lynch. There is a song that people have sung when they come up in the background of. This time I'm going to actually use a color, and it's the color of the dark skin, uh, black people, and in some lands. And I just like to say culture, you see, or copper tone as well. I've also used the term bronze. All the same, there's a song that were in the spiritual houses of such ones that was saying all the time. And when I say all the time, you knew you were going to hear it several times a year. Okay. And it went along of saying that the person was feeling no ways tired. See, they didn't say tired, they said tired, depending on your accent, that they felt no ways tired because they had come too far to still believe that God would leave them. And see, that expression of tired didn't mean that they had a life where they didn't experience suffering and pain, you see, that actually brought on tiredness and things of that nature at times, even spiritually. But see, the emphasis that they were bringing out is that they knew they had a relationship with God. And I want to remind some of you of the younger days when you were practically only knee high and you had your prayers and imaginary friends and things of that nature that gave you a feeling and closeness of the invisible spirit realm, okay? Which now you have come to a nice understanding that God is in that spirit realm. You experience a lot of events, and they certainly, even at a young age, that gave you a feeling of confidence that without God being around, even if you didn't even know him from Adam, if you didn't know the name of God or what have you, that you knew God took an interest in you and God took an interest in your life because he quite possibly has saved it. And I'm telling you more than once. Mm-hmm. And so, even as you grow up and you endure your different tribulations and trials or what have you, God still gave you confidence that your heart is in the right place. And that's probably some of the reasons why you were always ridiculed and even viciously attacked at times. All the same, God brought you through it. And it showed you understanding, a patience that God had with you, a love that, you know, he wasn't going to forget you in even your darkest moments. And so you felt confident in even singing a song like that, okay? Now, with that being said, when talking about the invisible spirit realm or what have you, there are a lot of teachings. Not all of them are accurate, as always, that about the spirit realm, about the capabilities of persons who contact the spirit realm in different ways. And there's a belief at times that, they always use, some people use that expression, oh, that's just mumbo jumbo, snake oil, all sorts of ways of making it seem like people who can contact the spirit realm on that level don't have any power or what have you to even cause ill on other humans. And see, with that view in mind, persons even sometimes say you have to believe it for it to work on you. This is what I want to share with you today. How people still should thank God every single day that God has protected them. See, even the ones who don't even believe in Him at times, you see, that God has protected them from the forces of the spirit realm that wishes ill upon them, whether they realized it or not, whether they can remember and recall as a child why they had built such strong faith in the first place, because of having the humility, you see, to recognize that God was doing something for them in their life, even saving their lives at times. And see, now as adults, He still has that type of protection, even on people who have not even come to know Him yet. But make no mistake about it, the spirit realm still has those same beings that had walked the earth one time before and caused it to look ruined and be ruined. But then one of the spiritual protections that God placed after even a flood that He wipes out the land with was this. He said, no, I'm not going to allow you to walk the earth not like that anymore. And in order for you to even give your power that you have left in you in an evil way, these ones would just have to do certain types of incantations, rituals, etc., in order to open the door in that way. You see, so it wasn't as simple as just materializing anymore. It wasn't just as simple as just being bullies running throughout the land. You see, God restricted their power greatly, but it still doesn't mean that ones that will purposely put themselves under their dominion for ill then can't be controlled and thrown around and things of that nature. And so with that being said, their secrets, their way of acting and functioning at times can even affect the ones who do believe in God. Why? Because more is involved now with certain aspects of technology today that, hey, has crossed a boundary, if you will, that even humans unknowingly just have to deal with. And so even when they deal with some of these sources and resources, etc., they don't know what the other purpose may be for this or that. They just don't know. They don't know how the effect just naturally could be affecting them as well. That is another reason why people give thanks to God, you see, for the maybe seen and greatly the unseen protections spiritually that He's giving to all of us around the earth, you see. So that's why sometimes people who come into a real close relationship with God and without knowledge, they will say in a minute, oh, it only works if you believe in it. And the point is, that's not really totally the case, at least not anymore, if it was ever the case. The point is, God still has His spirit beings, His angels, if you will, all around the earth, at least at 4 points around the earth, that still stop the bad, ill intent, wicked spirits from doing what they would really want to do to different humans and use us all just as pen dolls, if you will. Okay? So think about wisdom. What is the goal of wisdom? Well, one of them is this: The name of God actually means he will become whatever he needs to become in order to accomplish his will, what he wants done. The goal of wisdom, which God is also the personification of wisdom, or is wisdom, just like God is love, whereas humans, well, is our personal goal to actually become wise enough to continue to become what we need to become, you know, intellectually, spiritually, physically, emotionally. You see, developing ourselves to actually accomplish whatever good that we want to accomplish or need to accomplish. Take care, Perceptive Reader.